So hey guys, what's up? This is Ratuzan and welcome back to yet another video. So in this video guys, I just wanted to make a tutorial on arrays in JavaScript because I just thought that the arrays are one of the very important thing they want to learn JavaScript, because more of the project that anyone does in JavaScript, we just work with a lot of information, storing it, and arrays and objects are one of the main thing in terms of storing information and all. So in terms of JavaScript itself, so it's a very basic thing to learn, and it's very beginner friendly. You're gonna learn everything that you need, every basics that you need for working with arrays. So yeah, let's get started. So this is just a short, it's not a short video actually, it's short a presentation. So if you want to skip the presentation, you can just go to the time slide. We're gonna be where we're gonna be working with arrays practically. So yeah, if you want to look at this presentation, it's all fine. So yeah, let's get started. So guys, basically what are arrays? Now arrays, according to MDN DOCS, which is the best documentation I've ever seen. So I mean, it's recommended by VS Code, Microsoft itself. So it's one of the best documentation they have, so worth checking out. So basically what are arrays is, arrays is a global object that is used in the construction of arrays, which are high level and list like objects. So basically arrays are list like objects. Objects in general is where you objects are where you can store information to an object. So they are data containers, or sort of like you can store a lot of information to objects. So arrays are just like lists like objects, but a bit of a high level in it. So all of this storing information is always like objects, obviously objects, but you sort of have some differentiation between them. So arrays is one of them, so which is a high level and which has a quality of list like objects. So another one, arrays objects obviously, and which perform traversal mutation operations. So basically what this says is that arrays, basically we add up to an array, we add data to an array, and we move or remove the data from an array, we copy an array. Arrays helps us to do a lot of operation, like in terms of storing data and deleting data and sort of like that. And also keep in mind that the array is sort of the data what you can store in an array is actually infinity. You can store how much information you want into an array. So it's not just 2 to 3 or maybe like 30 to 40. It's just nothing like that. It's always infinity. The elements or even the length of the JavaScript arrays are never fixed, because you can store as much as you want. So it's sort of like the unlimited data, unlimited sort of a storage where you just put information in an array. Alright guys, so this is the common operations in arrays in JavaScript. So don't get me wrong, I have a full practical video which is after this slide. So this is just sort of simple examples I wanted to give you guys. So yeah, so this is how you create an array. So you can put var fruits or let the fruits or any sort of a variable, and you can you have to put this square brackets to make sure it's an array, and you put just put two values, apple and banana. So when you consult this log, or just print out the fruits, you just get this in the console saying it's apple and banana. So that's the whole array. And in the array we basically locate stuff in indexes. So if you want to get the index anything in the index 1, which if you want to get the apple, it's actually fruits, and you put square brackets, and you say index 1 to get the apple only, and then banana you get apple it's index 0, and for the banana it's index 1. So index is a percentage. So at the index of 0 you have apple, and index of 1 you have banana. So that's how basically arrays are. It basically have integer values which are used to locate the array, for example like indexes. So that's one thing. So guys, in terms of for example like console logging the fruits of the length of the fruits, you simply want to say you want to get the array itself, the name of an array, and you just want to say dot, and you put the length. And if you just print this out, or console, just log it out in the console, you simply get 2. It's just because you only have apple and a banana. So yeah, that's how you work with the length. So as I said, you can store as much as you want. The length can be infinity. It's always not fixed, so it varies according to how much information you have stored. So it's just a quick sort of a snap I gave you guys on arrays. So this is how it's going to be working. So yeah, we'll actually take a, I'm going to be explaining all of it once we get to the PC and do it practically. As what you're going to be learning in this video is you're going to learn how to create an array, to access an array item, to loop over an array, add to the end and the front of an array, remove from the end and the front of an array, find the index of an item in the array, remove an item or multiple items in the array by an index position, and copying an array. So this is what you're going to be learning, like all the basics, whatever you need to get started using arrays in JavaScript. So yeah, it's sort of that, like a very basic video, not actually basic video, it's pretty high end for beginners anyway. So yeah, so guys, that's it for the slide. Now we just want to jump into the PC and I'll show you guys the practical way of actually using arrays and doing a lot of operations with it. Let's get started. So guys, I'm on my PC right now. So simply I have a text editor open, which is VS Code, and also the files I have here is been running in the live server. So you can download the live server in VS Code by coming into the extension and search up live server. So yeah, it's running here in the Mozilla Firefox or whatever web browser you're using. So I have a basic index.html because I need an HTML to run JavaScript. So I just have a basic HTML and I have a heading calling title of arrays, and just link my app.js. That's just simply it. And now I have a basic app.js right here, so nothing is there and we can simply get started. Alright guys, so now the first thing that I want to go over in the basic arrays, now we're going to be basically creating an array. Okay, so as I showed you in the slide before, this is how you create an array. So say create an array. Okay, so in this, what you want to say, I'm gonna have a variable. Now you can say var due to variable, or you can also say let according to the new ES6. So you can say let, both is gonna do the same thing. And I'm gonna say fruits. Okay, I'm gonna have fruits as an example to this video. So I'm gonna have fruits, and this is how you say you create an array. And inside this, I'm gonna have some fruit name. Okay, I'm gonna have apple and banana. Okay, so this is how you say apple and banana. And yeah, so we basically have created the array, and we just console.log, and we'll say fruits. Okay, and now if you check this out, now it won't just basically display. You want to go for the console, you inspect the element, and you want to click on this and go for the console. And now if you see, we have an array which is apple and banana. Okay, so this is how you create an array, and you console.log it. So we have a basic array which has this is the index. So index 0 we have apple, index 1 we have banana. So the length is 2. Okay, so okay, now that's the part of actually creating the array. All right, so now let's actually creating an array. Now we'll actually see how to actually check the length of an array, which I showed you before. Okay, which is very easy. Length of the array. Okay, and now I want to say I have the fruits, right? So I just want to get this, and I want to say dot length. Okay, so this is just simply it, and you can just simply console.log this here, right here. Sorry, so you just want to console.log right here. And we just give you the length of the array. So we just say console.log. Okay, and if you saved it up, it would give 2 because we have banana, apple and banana. If you have a pineapple or mango, anything, which is gonna increase as much as you put the values inside the array. All right, so now this is like very basic, so you don't really need this, so we'll just get rid of it. Alright guys, now what we want is, now we're going to be taking a look at accessing array items, like accessing whatever is inside the array, and we're going to be accessing the banana, apple, and all of this through index, through having index values. Now I'll actually teach you guys. So let's just comment it out and let's say access array items. Okay, and now what you want to do, like for example, if you want to access the first name, if you want to access the apple or first name, so you use the first name of an array or whatever is inside the array. Now you have to say, now you can just have a variable. I'm just gonna call it first. Okay, I'm gonna call it first, and you want to say fruits. I want to put this brackets. Okay, square brackets, and you want to say 0. Okay, so 0 is the first index value. The apple is 0 index value of 0, and a banana has an index value of 1. So if you have this, and if I just console.log it, and I'm going to say, if I just get the first one, if I save it, then it will give me apple. It's because apple is the first index value. Now if you want to get the last one, okay, so you can say let last is equals to, now as we know in this case banana is the last one, we can just put 2, but if you have multiple amount of like thousands and thousand 2,000 like tens of thousands of data inside an array, this is not how you access a basic last value of an array. So this is what you do, that's a bit of a calculation. So you get the fruits array, okay, you put the square brackets, and you want to get the length of the fruits array. So you want to get the length of the, okay, you get the length, and you simply minus this by 1. Okay, so basically if the length of this is 2, you minus this by 1. So basically whatever is going to go inside this index, so fruits of the length is 1 2, it's going to give you 2, and minus this by 1, which is give you 1. So if it's actually 1, it's going to be so if basically it's going to be this whole thing is just going to be 1, it's going to have 1, because apple is going to be, the fruit star length is 2, and you minus 1, its index value of 1. So apple has an index value of 0, whereas banana has an index value of 1. All right, so that's simply as it is. So basically we're going to get banana because banana has index value of 1. Okay, so we should log this out and see. Let's say last. Okay, now if you check this out, okay, this is because we console log the first one is apple, and then we have a console log the last one, which is banana. Okay, so now we know how to actually work with accessing the array items inside the array using index options. Okay, so that's for this. So I'm just gonna copy this out, comment this out, and now I'm gonna go over how to actually loop. Okay, loop through the array. Now to get the elements, whatever, just to loop through the array. Okay, I'm just going to loop through the array, and now what I'm going to say, now it's not the normal stuff which you just learned right now, which is like getting index values. Now we're going to automate the process of actually changing the index values, like for each of the element we want to console the log, something like that. Okay, so what you want to do, you want to get the fruits array. Okay, this one right here. Okay, you want to get this, and you want to say dot for each. Okay, for each of it you want to run a function. Okay, simple as that. And you want to put a bracket, circular bracket, and now what you want to say, you want to get the item. Okay, you want to get the item, all right, and the index. I'll just show you in a minute, or explain in a minute what this basically is. Okay, so you're gonna get the item and the index. So basically item refers to apple, banana and stuff, and index refers to, like, apple has an index of 0 and banana has an index of 1. It's sort of like that. So item is basically whatever inside values inside these fruits, which is apple, banana, and index is like value of apple having a index value of 0, banana having index value of 1, something like that. Okay, so not something like that, it is that. Okay, now we can just log this out. You want to log the index, okay, and also the item. Okay, so we want to just okay, so in this console we just simply want to log index and the item. Okay, now if you save it up, you get 0, which is apple, and 1 banana. Now we have an index is because you can see, like, apple has an index of 0, banana having an index of 1. If I can get rid of this as well, just get the item itself, and it just give me apple and banana. So it's gonna give whatever values inside that. Okay, so if you want to add another one, you can say pine inside a string method, pineapple. Okay, so if you say like that, it's going to console the log pineapple as well. So we are looping through all of the arrays, whatever data into the arrays. Okay, so yeah, that's just simply it for that. Okay, and now we're going to take a look to add to the end of the array. Now if you want to add some stuff to the array, you can do it like this. Is the end how you add it to the end of the array. So you want to say add to the end of the array. I'm just having these comments to be, you can better understand this, so we're gonna have then having a lot of lot of code there, so you can just understand it properly. Add to the add to the end of the array. All right, and so now what we want to say, I want to just get the, I basically have this fruits right here. Okay, so now I want to create something called new fruit. So I'm going to say new fruit. It's sort of a new variable. And now what I'm going to say, I'm going to get the fruits dot push, and I want to push, I want to just simply push pineapple, which is actually there. So let me just get rid of that pineapple because I just push it right there automatically. Okay, so in this I'm going to say pineapple. Okay, I want to have pineapple right there. Okay, simple. And now I want to have another, let me just say mango. Okay, if I say mango. Okay, and now what I want is, I simply want to say I just want to log the fruits. Okay, just the fruits array itself. Now if I log this, now you can see I have an array with apple, banana, pineapple and mango. But then this fruits basically has apple and mango. Now we're going to be pushing to the end of the array, which is like after banana we're going to be pushing some stuff. So for that we have let new fruits, we're going to push the pineapple and mango to this sort of fruit. So we call this new fruits. Okay, you can call it whatever you want. And now you just simply push this, so this is actually new fruit. You just simply push this to this fruits array. And now if you console log the fruits, you simply get apple, banana, pineapple and mango. It's because you have actually pushed it inside this particular array called fruits. But then you might think, why didn't this particular array didn't change this as we pushed it? It's not like that. JavaScript is actually automatically copy this, create a sort of a copy of a duplicate array, and then add it to that, update it, and then console.log this fruits. Okay, so this is the updated one. So it's sort of like JavaScript itself manipulates it and shows you. So if you kind of confused with it. Okay, now we know how to push the end of the array. Okay, so let's comment this out, and now we're gonna check is add to the front of the array, which is also gonna just look at that but in a different way of doing it. So in this we're gonna be seeing add to the okay, why I'm having multiple comments. Okay, so add to the front of the array. Okay, and now for this, what you want to do, you wanna simply have the same thing which we did here. So when I say let new fruit is actually equals, so now what I want to do, I want to add whatever, like pineapple or mango, not back after, back, which I mean like after apple and banana. I want it before apple and banana, which I mean being the first. So for that you have a built-in function called unshift. Okay, you want to say unshift, and you want to run so unshift, and you put elements to insert at the start of an array. Okay, so this basically gives a description about it. And now I want to say, okay, now I want to say pineapple. Okay, and I want to say maybe mango. Okay, but then what you want to do, you can't just simply leave it. You want to specify where you want to insert. So we're going to insert inside this fruits array. So you want to say fruits dot unshift pineapple. And now if I log this fruits array, okay, now if I just log this fruits array, now you have pineapple, mango, which is like first one, second one like pineapple, mango, apple and banana. All right, so that's how adding to the front of the array works. So it's pretty easy. You just want to use unshift to add to the front of the array. All right, so now we're going to be okay, now we know how to add stuff to the front of an array. Now we're going to be looking at how to actually remove stuff from the front of an array. Okay, now I'm going to say, put the quotes, I'm going to say remove from the end of the array. Okay, now we're going to take a look on how to actually remove from the end of the array. It's also not it's not hard. It's like 1, 2, 3 sort of like functions, built-in functions, which helps us to do it in a very easy way, not doing it in a sort of a hard way where we create our own functions. So yeah, pretty simple. So when I create a new variable, I'm just going to call last, because I'm going to basically remove the last name of the last sort of a data inside the array. So I'm just going to call last. And for us, its last is banana, so we're going to remove banana right now. So yeah, we're going to say last. And now what I want to say, I want to get the fruits array, which is this one, and I want to just create pop, fruits.pop. if you hover over it, it will say you removes the last element of an array and returns it. Okay, now if you save it up and if I log the fruits, okay, now you simply log the fruit. Now you have an array of apple because banana is the last one. But if I add another sort of a fruit name I call pineapple, but now we have apple and banana. It's because pineapple is the last and we got rid of it by using fruits.popit. Okay, so this is the last. Okay, if you want to check which one did we sort of like pop it out, you can just put last here and check. So pineapple is what we basically removed. Okay, so that's simply it like that. So alright guys, now we actually learn how to actually remove from the end of the array. Now we'll actually learn how to remove from the front of the array. Okay, so let me just paste a comment, and what I'm going to do is to come down and I'm going to create something called first, as we're going to be removing the first name. So I want to get the fruits array and I want to say fruits.shift, and the last one, okay, we just say shift and save it up. So the last one we looked at right here, which is the unshift, to add to the front of the array. Now you basically say shift to remove from the front of the array. Okay, now we can just take a log there, and I just can log the fruits array itself. Now it will say banana and pineapple. It's because I've actually got rid of this apple right there, because this is the first one. Now if I have anything, it's just gonna get, if I have some mango something in the first, it's gonna get rid of mango and console.log the apple, banana and pineapple. But in this case, apple is the first one, so it's gonna get rid of it. So yeah, that's simple as that. Alright guys, now before we was actually accessing all of the data inside the array through index, now we're gonna give the data, or for example apple or banana, and we're gonna be getting the index values or index positions of that. Okay, so basically we're gonna be finding the index of an item inside the array. Okay, so we're gonna just say find the index. We're gonna say find the index of the item in the array. Okay, in array. Okay, I'm sort of making this so you can actually understand and pretty much grasp the idea of it. Okay, so now we're going to be finding the index of the item in the array. Now for that, what you need, you basically we want to call this a position or something. So let me just explain. I want to say it's just for positions. You can have any sort of a name if you want. I'm going to say positions, and now I'm going to say get the fruits array. Okay, I'm going to get fruits array, and I'm going to say index of, and I'm gonna give, for example, I'll say apple. Okay, sorry, let me just say apple. Okay, now if I save this and if I console or log this, okay, if I just log this out, if I just log the pos, which is the positions, it is 0. So basically, basically what this is basically doing is that if you want to get the index value of banana, you can just put banana here, or even index value of apple, and you can say fruits index value of apple, and then it will just console.log whatever index value it is. So in this case, apple has an index value of 0 and banana has an index value of 1. So we'll just check banana, and if you check it out, now it has an index value of 1, which is banana. But the only issue inside this is very case sensitive. Now if I change the banana capital B to a simple b, it's simply gonna be giving you minus 1, which is like it's sort of like an error, but it doesn't log an error. It's saying there's no value like that, so it basically gives a -1. You can put whatever information. So I'll just put mango. Okay, so mango is basically not in our list itself, but it's basically gonna give you -1. So yeah, it's sort of a negative identification. It shows you rather than error, saying that there is no values to actually find. Okay, simply as that. All right. Now what we're gonna do, now we know how to find the index of item in an array. Now we're just gonna come for some sort of like an important thing in an array. Now this is actually gonna be removing. Now we're gonna remove an item. I'm gonna basically remove an item through its index position. Okay, which is just gonna be same as what we did before, but in a bit higher level way. So remove an item through its index position. Okay, so pause or whatever, you can just say whatever you want. My keyboard is sometimes okay, you can say so remove an item through its index position. Okay, now what I'm gonna be doing is like you wanna basically get the position. Okay, I'm gonna get the position and I'm just gonna put fruits. Okay, fruits dot obviously fruits dot index of. Okay, and the index now we're going to be just getting a banana for now. Okay, I just get banana, which is going to be in the middle, and what I'm going to do, I'm going to get that particular banana's index position. Okay, I'm going to say so I'm going to remove that banana. If the banana has an index position of 0, what I want to do is to just simply remove the banana itself. So guys, I simply want to remove the index value, or whatever index value banana has, which is basically 1. So I'm going to grab that index value and give it to say JavaScript to remove whatever value set inside the index value of 1 or 2, whatever. So okay, so in this case I'm just going to say remove. I'm just going to say removed fruit. Okay, and I'm just going to say which is removed fruit. And now I want to say this is how you remove an item from a sort of a array, or your. So okay, so through indication, or using index positions. So when you say fruits, which is an array, and you want to have a built-in function called splice. Okay, which is gonna splice the whole value set inside the particular index position. So first you want to pass the position, which is basically what this one carries. So banana is basically 1, so I want to get that, and you want to just minus this by 1. Okay, so okay, you just simply minus this by 1, and now you can just log. Maybe you can simply log the fruits. Okay, now if you check this out. Okay, now if you see, you have apple and pineapple. Now banana is not there because the position of banana is basically 2 and 1, and it's going to get whatever particular sort of a information set inside that particular array or an index. So it's going to splice that position with the current position, which is 1 index, and by 1. But if you change this to 2, this is also going to minus pineapple. Okay, now you only have banana. Sorry, you only have apple. So banana and pineapple is actually gone. It's because we just minus this by 2. So but what this basically 2 refers is that it's basically going to remove any of the item from starting from the position to the end of the array. Now I can say 3 as well. Now if I say 3, it wouldn't. I'll just show you guys. If I remove 3, it's always going to give me apple. It's because starting from banana, because the positions is banana, and from banana if you start, you can go with pineapple, but if there's no values after pineapple, so it's just going to log the apple itself, because apple is the only current value data inside the fruits array. It's because we're going to splicing this by 3, 4. You can even give 90 or anything, but it will give you apple. Now if you have multiple informations inside this, so you sort of could access it, but you can just leave it to 1, because we just want to minus the apple only. Okay, not the apple, just the banana only. Okay, that's the shape. Okay, now we learned how to do this as well, which is pretty easy. Okay, now we're going to take a look at actually removing items through now we actually took a look how to actually remove item, which is a single item inside this wait, what happened? Let's get that. Want to visit this. Okay, right there. Okay, now what I'm gonna do is I simply, and this time we actually simply got like singular values, which we just removed and one particular item. Now we wanna remove multiple amount of item, which is also going to be a simple calculation change. I'll show you right now. Okay, so we'll just put remove. I want to say remove items, so it's going to be not an item, we're going to be removing items through its index positions. Okay, now index positions. Okay, position. Okay, done. Now it's the same story, but we're gonna have an extra variable as well. So I'm gonna have pause, which is gonna be 1 this time, which 1 is actually basically banana. And now I'm gonna let call n, which is basically a number which is going to carry whatever value presented here. So basically instead of this I'm going to put n. That's just a simple difference. And now I want to say let removed fruit is equals to the fruits, and I want to say I want to splice this by the position, the position, and by the number. So as I said before, position is a position is the index value, because index value of position is basically index value which has one is banana, and from banana we're gonna basically simply delete two times of that, so banana and pineapple. So I can have mango here as well. Simply I'll just have sort of another thing. I'll just say mango, and I'll just say add some stuff, strawberry. Okay, so berry, just something like that. Okay, now basically it's gonna get the position, which is banana, which has an index position of 1, and minus this by 2. So it's gonna take over banana and pineapple, and console.log the remaining apple, mango, and strawberry out. So let's check whether it's actually working. Now we'll actually get the fruits. Now if you check it out, as you guys can see, we get apple, mango, and strawberry. Apple, mango, and strawberry. It's because we actually removed banana and pineapple. So if you want to remove mango as well, you basically want to say 3 to this. Now if you save it up, you get apple and strawberry. It's because it's going to do this from banana. It's going to do it 3 times, which is going to be banana, pineapple, and mango. So that's simply it for removing items from the index position using this. You can do it in a multiple way, but you can do it in a lot of ways. Any language you learn, you can do all your functions or your task in a lot of ways, but JavaScript has some of the built-in options for us to actually really reduce the time of the spending for the simple purpose. Alright guys, last thing what we're going to be doing is basically copying the array. Okay, so we're going to say copy an array. Okay, now how we do it is basically we also have a built-in function. So I'm going to have a variable called copy fruits on me. So I'm just going to have copy fruits, and I'm going to have fruits. Okay, I'm going to get the array, and now just to copy this, what you want to do is you have a built-in method or a function called slice. Okay, just want to put slice. This is not splice, this is slice. It basically returns a section of an array. Okay, now if I log the copy fruits, okay, now if I just log the copy fruits, I just have banana, apple, pineapple, mango, all of this whatever presented in these fruits. So I'm not logging fruits, I'm logging copy fruits, which is basically copied. So this is slice, so you might be confused. This is splice. Splice is basically the splice with a P, basically removes an array from an item. Slice basically copies stuff in an item. So yeah, so that's like sort of the basics of JavaScript array. So yeah guys, that's just it for the video. Now this is sort of like very basics, not very basics. These are a bit of a basic, but you want to make sure you know all of this to actually build a lot of projects. Now I can't stress enough how much I've googled stuff on this stuff, because I always tend to forget. I've never sort of tried to really catch all this and basically learn the basics. I just try to jump to the projects and stuff. So that's not the good thing to learn. Just try to build, or you sort of before even building, just learn the basics, then only your foundation on JavaScript will be really good. Anyway guys, that's for that, and thank you so much for watching. Thank you for your questions in the comments in my last video. So I have some other good videos, project build JavaScript videos, if you want to check it out. Anyway guys, thank you so much for watching, and I'll talk to you in the next video.